Yo, what's going on? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to increase the spawn rates of different dinosaurs on your Ark PS4 server, so stay tuned.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
If you want to get your Ark PS4 server set up in minutes instead of messing around in the Nitrado expert settings for hours, then go to arkps4servers.com/settings. Here you'll find downloadable settings codes that you can easily copy and paste to the expert mode settings of your Nitrado server and get your server set up ASAP. And if you want to get more players on your server and grow your community, then you can add your server to the site by going to arkps4servers.com and grow your community today. Yo, what's going on? I'm Jay Cartere from arkps4servers.com, teaching you how to be better. And I received a few requests for this video. Let me quickly bring up those comments from those gentlemen. So David Crane says, hey man, is there any way to increase the wild dinos spawn numbers to increase their population output on my Ragnarok server? My wild dinos seem to be very underpopulated. And Ghost Dog says, yo Jay, can you do a video on how to make more dinos spawn on the map so there might be like 5 times the normal amount of dinos on the maps? Yes, that's the answer. The answer is yes. You're gonna have to do the maths yourself if you want to get 5 times the dinos, unless you hire me to set up your server. But I will be showing you the exact code that you'll need to edit this and play with it and get this stuff running. Now, I do know that this code works, but I will be testing this in this video to see if I can see the differences on my server. Because when I try these sorts of codes, it usually takes a little while to see these differences. So hopefully we'll see the differences really quick and I can show you the results of that basically. So basically what you want to do, I've got the code up here. Now this is the code. We're going to be doing this for the Giga so that it's going to be clear to see if I've got loads of Gigas running about, because Gigas don't really spawn that much, and I think that will be the easiest way to see that this code is working right or if it's not. So in order to do this code, you want Dino Spawn weight multipliers equals open brackets dino name tag equals, then you need to actually find the dino name tag. You actually find that using the link in the description. It says arkgamerpedia.com/creature IDs. that will show you the creature IDs and the dino name tags. This dino name tag is Gigant. Let me quickly, okay, yeah, this is correct, Gigant, and then comma spawn weight multiplier equals 300, comma override spawn limit percentage equals true, comma spawn limit percentage equals 0.95 close bracket. So I'm going to tell you what all these different parameters mean so you can know how to edit it yourselves. So first of all, the dino name tag equals Gigant. That's the dino that we're going to be using. Dino name tag will always be there, but the equals and the actual name of that dino will be different. I might have to, yeah, let me get rid of the space. There we go. That will work. You don't want a space there. And then spawn weight multiplier. This is how much like you're going to be making this spawn a whole lot more. So we've done 300 just to like fling it out there. If you want 5 times, then maybe that will be 500. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we're doing 300, and whoever has the highest weight, they will basically spawn more than dinos with low weight. So if you do this for a bunch of dinos and you got like, you know, the Giga with 300 and then you got the Rex with 150 and then a Quetz with 450, the Quetz is going to spawn most of the time, then it's going to be the Giga, then it's going to be the Rex. So I hope that makes sense. Now override spawn limit percentage equals true. This will basically give you a spawn limit so that this doesn't, like that, this dino doesn't spawn all the time. And then the spawn limit percentage is how you actually configure that limit. So right about now with 0.5, this Giga should spawn 95% of the time. Now if you want it to spawn 100% of the time and you only want Gigas on your map, then push this up to 1. If you probably want it less than that, you probably want to do 0.25 or something like that and mess around with it. So 0.1 whatever 2 digits will be the percentage after, like the percentage of times that it will be spawning. So that's how you set this up. It does need to be in one line like this, so make sure you've got it in one line. We have actually added this to my game ini file over here. As you can see, it's in one line like I told you to do. And then let's just save this. This is moving super slow because of all these loot drop codes. Because there's a lot of loot drop codes, especially on Ragnarok. You got to do a lot of coding for this. If you want to download that, link will be in the description. But yes, we have saved our changes. And really, you want to wait 10 minutes for this sort of stuff. But we're not going to do that today because I'm hoping that it will just work. Sometimes if you don't wait 10 minutes, it will work. But if you want to make sure that things are going to work, you want to wait 10 minutes. But we are going to go to general settings to make sure that there is a dino wipe when this server starts up. So destroy all wild creatures. Let's get that popping. And then we want to do that. I'm going to save that. We do want to change override official difficulty. Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We will change it to 12 because why not? Why not? And then we shouldn't even need to go back to expert mode at this point. We should just be able to smash that restart button. And I'm gonna go test this out and see if we see a bunch of gigas on this server. Now again, I do know that this code does work, but I've never implemented it myself, so I think it's interesting to see how many gigas we'll see spawning around if we've got it at 95% spawn rate and at 300 weight. That should be higher than the weight of everything else as far as I know, but I don't know what the default weight is. I'm assuming default weight's like 100 maybe. I don't know, it's depending on how many dinos are there, I guess. There is also a way to do this for specific areas, so you can manipulate the spawn weights of certain dinos in specific areas, and you can limit certain areas to only have certain dinos spawning there. So if that's something that you're interested in and that's a video you'd like me to make, please comment down below and I'll try and get that done soon-ish. Maybe it might come out over the next month or something. If you really want me to do it for you, then holler at me on Insta or Twitter and I'll get it done for you. But that service is not free because I do not have the time to be doing this sort of shit for free. But our server has started, so I'm gonna go over to the PS4 and we'll be right back. Okay, so I had to make some changes. I changed the subject of the experiment from a giga to a Brunto, because honestly I don't really know where gigas spawn exactly on Ragnarok because I haven't really, you know, looked into that. But it seems like, you know, if you pump up the weight like I showed you, then those dinos will spawn, but they'll only spawn where their spawners are. So if they don't spawn like here in Viking Bay, then you won't see them in Viking Bay. You'll see them where they're actually spawning. But as you can see, like, there's a bunch of Bruntos just spawning here. There's one over here, one over there, and I did just destroy all wild dinos, and the Bruntos were the first thing to come back. So I can clearly see that that's working over here. Let's actually go over here and see if we see more Bruntos. But I also changed the number from 300 to 100 because I thought maybe that had made some differences and maybe that stopped the gigas from coming in, because I didn't see not one giga. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but again, I don't really know where they spawn, so I can't really speak on that. Let's see if we find any more Bruntos, because we should, but it does seem like this is working. Oh, look, there's another Brunto. There's just a bunch of Bruntos. There's Bruntos everywhere. I don't think you usually see this many Bruntos. Now, you do see a lot of Bruntos on Ragnarok around Viking Bay, but I don't think it's like this many. Like, they are definitely spawning more than other creatures. Now, I'm unsure if they have a spawner up here as well. Look, a bunch of Bruntos. Yes, I think this is enough proof. I think that many Bruntos is definitely not normal. Like, there's another two over there. I don't think this is normal whatsoever. And there's another Brunto over here. There's a bunch of Bruntos. So that worked for Bruntos. But again, if like it only works in the area that those already have spawn beacons, not spawn beacons, but spawn basically where they spawn. Like they already have a code that says they're going to spawn there. Now I will make a video on how to basically set up so certain dinos spawn in certain. Yeah, this is, bruv, look at this. Look at this. This is silly. This is silly. Yeah, this is the proof that I wanted. I will make a video on how to basically set up so that you can make different dinos spawn in different places. But as you can see, if you just want to boost the spawn rate of certain dinos, then this is how you do it. I don't even think we need to go back to the previous screen, because I think this, you know, this speaks volumes, and I already showed you how to set that up. So yeah, if you got any questions, please leave those in the comment section down below. If you really want that video on how to spawn dinos in different places and how to replace dinos and that sort of stuff, then please let me know in the comment section. I want to see how many people actually want that before I, you know, put the time into making it, because it takes long to do this sort of stuff and to do these sorts of experiments. Like, it took me over 30 minutes probably to get this stuff up and running and to make sure that it was working. So please let me know if you got any questions. Leave those in the comment section. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next Ark Survival Evolved PS4 tutorial with a bunch of Brunto friends. Peace out. If you want to host your own Ark server, then I recommend renting one from Nitrado. They're also the official server provider for Wildcard. Go to jaycartere.com/Nitrado to rent your own Ark server and help out the channel in the process.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.